taking G's equation, we're substituting it into F's function. So we'll say F of G's equation is x over 1 minus x. Whew, this is going to be a doozy. So every time I see x, I have to sub in this stuff. We're going to have x over 1 minus x squared minus 1. Wow. Now when you square a fraction, you square each part of it. So x squared up top is just x squared. When we square the bottom, you could write 1 minus x twice, or you can remember the shortcut. You square the first term, 1. Multiply them together and double it, so negative 2x. And then you square the last term, x squared. Now we'll probably want to reorder that. That's just proper form. Minus 1. Now remember, they're going to need to have the same denominator. So this first fraction has x squared. I'm just going to rewrite it in standard form. Has x squared minus 2x plus 1. The second fraction needs that. X squared minus 2x plus 1. So up top, the first fraction will have x squared up top. Then let's distribute this negative 1. So it would give us negative x squared, positive 2x, and negative 1. So here's our numerator. Our denominator is the x squared minus 2x plus 1. And this is a doozy. So the x squared minus x squared, luckily those cancel out. So we have 2x minus 1 up top. Denominator, this factors to x minus 1 squared. So we can't simplify anything else out of this. So we'll say f of g of x equals. Now as far as the domain goes, remember denominator, all real numbers except x minus 1 equals 0, you would add the 1. So x could not equal positive 1. That was ridiculously challenging. So let's try this one. F of x, we're putting that into g of x. So g of, and then f of x's equation is x squared minus 1. So in g's equation, anytime I see an x, I'm replacing it with x squared minus 1. So up top, we'll have x squared minus 1. Denominator will have 1 minus x squared minus 1. Ooh, that'll be fun. All right, x squared minus 1 up top. I'm going to go ahead and factor that to x plus 1 times x minus 1. That's a difference of squares. Down here, if we distribute the negative, we'd have negative x squared plus 1. X plus 1, x minus 1. Denominator would be negative x squared plus 2. So there's nothing we can cancel out. The only thing I would have you change here is you don't have a leading coefficient that's negative in the denominator. So we're actually going to bring that up to the top. So we're going to bring the negative up top. But that would make it positive x squared and negative 2 in the denominator. So we'll say g of f of x equals this, which that was nightmarish. And then for the restrictions, we'd have to solve the equation x squared minus 2 cannot equal 0. So we would add 2, and then we would square root it. So the square root of 2 is our only restriction. So our domain, all real numbers except x equals, we can say the positive and negative root 2. That was a doozy. Well done, though.